Number 13. Terrifying the Stanley Hotel, Colorado. The Stanley Hotel is one of the most famous haunted hotels in the United States. It's located in Estes Park, Colorado, and was built by Freelan Oscar Stanley and his wife, Flora. The couple had made their fortune by inventing the Stanley steamer, an early version of the vacuum cleaner. When they decided to build a hotel, they hired architect William Clayton to design for them a grand resort with plenty of space for guests, as well as for their friends and family. In total, the hotel boasts 142 rooms. The interior is filled with antiques and decorated in an eclectic mix of styles that pay homage to different cultures around the world. From Native American artifacts to European tapestries, there's something for everyone here. When it opened in 1909, it quickly became popular among wealthy vacationers who enjoyed its luxurious accommodations and stunning mountain views. But over time, rumors began circulating about strange occurrences happening within its walls. For starters, some guests reported seeing ghosts wandering the halls at night or sitting on the porches of the hotel. Others claimed to have heard disembodied voices or footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. And then there are those who say they've felt cold spots or unexplained touches while staying here. It's no wonder then that writer Stephen King chose this very spot as the setting for his novel The Shining. But if you want to experience all that this historic landmark has to offer, then booking a room at the Stanley Hotel might just be your best bet. Just don't say we didn't warn you about what might go bump in the night. Number 12. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Waverly Hills Sanatorium was once the largest tuberculosis hospital in the world. Located in Louisville, Kentucky, the sanatorium opened its doors in 1910 and quickly became known as a place of last resort for those suffering from this deadly disease. Over the next few decades, thousands of patients would pass through its doors, many never to return home alive. In fact, it is said that more than 60,000 people died within the walls of Waverly Hills. This dark history has led some to believe that the spirits of these former patients still linger here today. Visitors and staff members alike have reported hearing disembodied voices, feeling cold spots, and even seeing apparitions roaming the halls. Some say that they've seen a little girl in a Victorian nightgown standing at the end of the hallway, or heard the sound of coughing coming from behind locked doors. There are also stories about shadow people lurking in the corners of your eye just beyond your field of vision. Despite all these spooky tales, many people still visit Waverly Hills each year during its annual ghost tour season. Guides dressed as doctors, nurses, and patients lead groups through the building, sharing stories of those who died there while reliving their final moments. If you're brave enough to take part, you might just get a chance to make contact with one of the restless spirits that call Waverly Hills home. Number 11. The Whaley House. The Whaley House in San Diego, California, is one of America's most haunted houses. Built in 1857 by Thomas Whaley, the stately brick mansion was meant to be a symbol of his success as a businessman and civic leader. However, tragedy struck early when his infant son Thomas Jr. died and was buried beneath the floorboards of what would become known as the Whaley House. But that wasn't the only tragedy to befall the family. Throughout their time living in the house, several other deaths occurred, including that of Mr. Whaley himself. After he passed away, his widow donated the house to the city with the stipulation that it should be used as a museum dedicated to preserving San Diego's history. Today, visitors can explore the 19 rooms inside this historic landmark and learn about life in early California while listening for whispers carried on the wind through its halls. Many have reported hearing footsteps, shaking beds, and even seeing apparitions of former residents going about their daily lives. Some say that if you listen closely, you can hear the mournful cry of a woman believed to be Ruth, Mr. Whaley's daughter, who died at the age of 20 after contracting tuberculosis. Number 10, Eastern State Penitentiary. Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania was once the largest and most impressive prison in the world. Opened in 1829. It boasted cutting-edge security features such as solitary confinement cells designed to punish inmates through isolation rather than physical pain. Unfortunately, this approach didn't have the desired effect, and violence continued to run rampant throughout the facility. Inmates were subjected to horrific conditions and cruel treatment from guards who often resorted to using excessive force when dealing with prisoners. As a result, many suffered mental breakdowns or died due to neglect or mistreatment. It is said that over 900 men lost their lives while incarcerated at Eastern State. Today, the former prison is open to the public for tours and events. Visitors can explore the crumbling cell blocks and hear stories of those who suffered and died within its walls. Some say that if you listen closely, you can still hear the screams and cries of prisoners echoing through the empty hallways. No. 9. Gettysburg Battlefield. The Gettysburg Battlefield in Pennsylvania is one of the most important sites in American history. It was here in 1863 that one of the most pivotal battles of the Civil War took place. Fought between July and July, the battle resulted in an estimated 51,000 casualties, making it the single deadliest battle in North American history. It is said that the spirits of those who died here still linger on the battlefield. Visitors have reported hearing cannon fire and musket shots, as well as seeing apparitions of soldiers marching through the fields. There are also stories of ghostly figures appearing in photographs taken at certain spots on the battlefield. Some say that if you listen closely, over the years it has grown to include a number of thrilling roller coasters and other attractions. But Alton Towers also has a dark past that some say still haunts the park today. In 1971, a woman named Dorothy Harnett died on the flume ride when she hit her head on a rock. Her ghost is said to appear near the ride's exit, warning visitors not to go on the attraction. There are also reports of strange lights and shadows seen on the park's vintage roller coaster, the Spook. Some say that if you listen closely, you can hear the screams of those who have died on the rides echoing through the park. Today, Alton Towers remains a popular destination for thrill seekers and families alike. Just be prepared for whatever you may encounter while riding the roller coasters or strolling through the arcades. Thanks for watching. Are you ready for bed? You know that the scariest ghost stories always come out at night. Now check out The Scariest Haunted House in America, or watch another one of my videos instead.